Don't ask me how I've changed. I've been like this since I was 16. Quitting on my job. Head out, trouble listening. I wanna be what I told you. Who would I be without knowing you? All of the shit on the internet make me feel like I don't know you. But we're here now. On a career now. Some things don't change. Some things don't stay the same. I don't know if I can hear a thing. I'm still nervous. I'm still so searching. Maybe on tomorrow, baby. Right now I'm gonna working. Why can't I just move on? I felt like this for too long. The sun is Don't want better, hope you hear it. No, so no, like I used to. You make me believe in something new. Believe our dreams will come true. I'm alone if I have to. Next to you. New Castro. Make me. Same streets. I'm the one that I'm not here. You gave me. I'm just angry. I'm feeling like this be my last year. I'm just feeling angry. I'm not saying whatever you need. You make me something new. You will come true. What's going on, Carlos? Appreciate you tuning in. I've been meticulously working on this one painting for too many months now, but I feel like this piece ends many series and collections throughout the 3 years to represent its ending voice with a self-portrait of myself in the middle. I'll go into more in depth when everything's actually released and what this means to me. I appreciate it, Carlos. Thank you. I can't wait to put this next to the last 3 years of work that most of it has not been seen for a specific reason. And now we're moving with flow, intention, and love for the self. They put a lot of stigma around mental health, but when you can get through it to your best abilities with your art and tell your story through it, then I want you close, and I'm better on my own. How do you let you go? You make me hate you. On your halo, it's fade. Still fucked up. Shout out to Honest Ave. Because, listen, shout out to Honest Ave. I'm finding your email, fam, because I need to do an album cover for you. That would be the only artist I would do an album cover for free. I don't care what level. And do better on my own. I need to let you go. You make me hate you. I can't change you. I'm still fucked up. I'm still. I don't know, my baby. I can't change you. mm, 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 mm. Yo, this one of the best artists out right now. Honest Abe is one of the best artists out right now. If you have not listened to that music, to this music artist, you need to check him out. He said, "Uh huh." I'd rather. You really just need to just sit with pieces sometimes, like work on 60 other ones before you get that feeling to just finish a thought. The hero. How you doing, Travis? I appreciate it. You tuned in, remember that. But I love you anyway, fam. Where the fuck did I go wrong? See what I'm saying? Trying to fit in where I don't belong. I crashed my car into a pond if I can't get back. But you never really had. I don't like thinking about my past. So why do I feel like I'm drowning? Good when it's through a phone, working all week away from home. Ain't singing songs, ain't getting stolen. Ain't seen my dogs in too long. Who would I be without knowing you? I gonna hold you. But fuck it, we here now. What am I gonna say? Some things don't change. Some things don't stay the same. For some better days. I don't know if I can hear a thing. I don't know if I deserve it. I'm still so searching. I'm gonna be on tomorrow, baby, right now. I can't digest. Why can't I just? I can't get back what I never really had. I don't like thinking about. What do I feel like I'm dreaming? I love going in after all the rage has been done, just to touch it up, to just feel it some more. Like, you can't recreate that emotion to get to that. You can only, at this point, finish off what you started. It's like no use to going back to your past. Sometimes I'm a little too on it. I got my name. They heard the overdose like they want to know it. That one was for Travis. Shout out to Travis. Because sometimes you just have to move with time. See, like, this painting alone can represent so many things. Like, it's a self portrait of me and the voices inside my head, and then the critics over here laughing, haha. You know, it's like so many outside voices, and you know what I'm saying? You just gotta stay in tune with yourself. Because at the end of the day, individuality is the only thing that stands out versus the person who wants to be like everybody else. Feel me? It's not supposed to look pretty. It's supposed to make you think. See, the difference is that when you find beauty within the dark, there's no such thing as I don't even know the word because it just doesn't exist in my mind anymore. What's going on, Perfect Rager? How you doing, fam? I like the orange side. Definitely one of your best creations so far, bro. Well, actually, I appreciate it, fam. This is the only canvas that you guys have seen on live, but I will be showing you guys 3 years worth of canvas work, a body of work, different series and different collections that I've been working on meticulously um, throughout these 3 years since coming back to New Jersey, and I'll explain more of that later. But I appreciate that though, family. This is a part of just a larger. To me, this represents like kind of this moment personally that I've had um, that will be told how I tell it when I showcase all of this body of work that um, I've created in a new light. So if you like this one, I think you'll appreciate the other ones. Speaking of Perfect Rager too, I raged out on this one, but I I did this in 2025. I'm just um finishing off some little things. We're not really messing with like the thought of it and the feeling and the emotion of it. We're just adding, finishing off some layers. That's where I'm at. I like to treat bodies of work, certain bodies of work like this, throughout these past few years, almost in layer form. Like whether it's expanding on that thought with another canvas simultaneously or whatever. But right now, the focus has just been this. This will be done probably by tomorrow or something. I mean, yeah. The marble Esque texture beside the middle scripture is crazy good. The marble. Not sure what part you mean. That's fire though. Thank you. I'm trying to look for it now. Texture beside the middle scripture. What looks like a that marble esque right here? You mean? I appreciate that, family. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Like the video doesn't do justice to the what's it called, the texture a lot of time. I mean, I guess you could see a little bit of the texture, the layers, probably zooming in or whatever, but most of my paintings are very layered. Like I start off with something in there and then I just keep building. And then there comes a certain point where it just has to stop. Like you're doing, it's just over with, like the thought. One thing that I learned about myself is that when I'm going through a canvas piece, like I said, I usually work on multiple pieces at once, but the while I'm working on the piece, I'm formulating this thought process, and a lot of times I'm noticing like while I'm working on like a certain piece, I've already envisioned how it's gonna be already as I'm working on it, and it kind of allows me to continue working on other pieces and building off of each piece together. And somehow it just comes about with that thought, and then formulating that thought in a series. It's hard to explain for me. It's just a natural way of doing it. So it's just for me. It's just easy to go about, but explaining it, I mean, it's not that hard. It's come up with the vision. You just kind of see it. I don't know. I love that though. Yeah, the colorful bits on the right of the middle one. Okay, so I'm assuming you're right. I'm noticing it too. I'm noticing it too. It goes, from the light, and it just kind of brings out that like fire aspect. I mean, which was my intention, but it wasn't my intention for it to like stand out like that. But the fire aspect, but how you're describing it, that's a good perspective. It's actually drawing me to that. And in essence, I mean, like these are this man right here, like this man, I mean, at this point, he's become just somebody that I gotta push aside here and there, and he's just looking at me laughing. So it's like I think I like how you brought that. If this is where you're talking about that attention coming here, because this is almost like a mystery to me, like still to this day, and I can explain it, but it's like it's so broad. It's almost like intertwined with certain thoughts that I'm having while dealing with my own demons and my own mental health, like love, commitment, just a lot of different things that you think about, right? Family, your future, all intertwined into my daily life of just trying to deal with myself. This piece here is I guess you can call it like a character that or at least I call it that now only because this is I painted him when I first started painting in like 2000 in 2015 2016 on a canvas board that I still have. I did like two or three of those, so it was me like revisiting that as well. So there's a lot of little symbolisms. Even this image, I find that the silhouette of that woman or whatever, I tend to come back to her in certain certain pieces. So it's something that I wanted to display in this, since this is more of a self portrait abstract of like my silhouette image that I was implementing there. And then with words here, voices, mental health, you can deal with I mean, you can deal with mental health, but you could also have a mental illness, and that's just talking about the misconception of mental health and mental illness. Like some people are confused that their mental health might be a mental illness and they're looking at it backwards. And sometimes you have to look at what's really affecting the mental health, and sometimes it's the illness and it doesn't mean you're weak, but it's something you have to look at. So that's something I want to display because that's important for me. And so we're just playing off different thoughts and different experiences within my own personal life, and touching on other mental health topics that can be relatable to others as well. My phone's dying too. And then I've been playing with time a lot because honestly, as I get older, time is one of the things you're never gonna stop. It makes you question a lot, like what's even worth like what's even worth it. But that gets into deeper conversations that I'll talk through with my art, because I used to think I was good with time. Yeah, I'm no longer that well with time. I'm just flowing. So there's basically laughing, like I told you so. At 2:33 p.m., 12:55 a.m. thoughts. 2016 voices, because that's when I like really went through my spiritual journey like full force. I feel like at least through art, with art therapy. There's a lot going on here for me personally. And you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it connects with somebody else out there. It can help them to realize that time, you know what I'm saying, we're always going to get older, but also time reflects things that are going on in your personal life, and sometimes you need time to get over those things. It doesn't happen overnight as well. Like sometimes it doesn't take a year, sometimes it don't take 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Sometimes it's a life journey. I think, matter of fact, it's always a life journey, but there just comes a point in life where it becomes a little bit more easier to maneuver. Bro, what is This canvas size. This canvas size is 20 by 20. I want to say. It can be a 30 by 30. I'm gonna check it right now. No, that gotta be a 20 by 20. 20, 25. Yo. Where's my Yeah, it's a 20 by 20. All of my other canvases, though, that I've been working on throughout these past years, are, I mean, I want to say, well, most of them now, I like working on loose canvases and then framing them when I need to. But every so often, I like to get galleries. This one was actually, this canvas was gifted to me by a family member. So it even means even more, like, you know what I'm saying, with the message that I'm displaying personally. And then, you know what I'm saying, being that the canvas was also gifted by a family member, knowing that this is what I do. And, you know what I'm saying, hopefully one day it gets into the hands of somebody who's really going to take it to the next level. Like, but that's the next step of getting this shown as well. Thanks for letting me know, bro. Yeah, no problem. Perfect Rager. It's a 20 by 20. The one next to me is like a 60 by 60 or so. Most of my paintings right now are around 30 by 30s and up, and I'm gonna start making a lot more 20 by 20s as well. I'm gonna have a lot of 20 by 20s separate. I'm talking about my new flow of works that I'm working on. I'm gonna add a lot more 20 by 20s, but a lot of my previous works I have some smaller works like 18 by 16s. But I would say mostly of the collections and series that I've been working on for these 3 years are all on loose canvas. Hand cut by me, primed by me. The process was I feel like everything just reflects that whole process that I was going through to get to a point of just like zen and flow. Now everything's just moving smoothly for me. At least in my eyes. I'm trying to expand and hopefully get more beauty and more color in people's eyes, even in mine, right? So much light, and I'm still going through so much dark, like internally. Trying to bring that out though with my art. It's like a beautiful love-hate relationship. Shout out to J. Cole because his new album right now, I feel like it was made for me. I feel like it was made for anybody who feels like me right now, who just feels like who just feels like everything J. Cole expressed in that album, cuz that whole album is art. The way he went about it is beautiful. The way he connected with his fans afterwards in the trunk, bro, beautiful. Like that's really like that's what I want to go about my art, bro. Like the connection, like not just more connection. That's it. At some point, you got to connect with the people, just like how we connected now, Rager. I appreciate everybody as well. I just want to let you know too, because you've been tuning in since I've been going live consistently on YouTube, showing people behind the scenes, and just you know, saying, connecting with with uh, with new people, whatever. But I just want to say like I appreciate you guys, because you know what I'm saying. I get to work through things as well, work through my own voice and how I'm speaking, and how I'm trying to formulate my thoughts as well. Things like this help elevate that. I always like when there are contrasting colors on display.
Mm. Yeah, I like just adding. I just love colors, bro. Like as yeah, I've always liked colors. I just that's like one of, I don't know, it's just natural. I find that it just displays a different element, and I just love adding. I like adding colors where like most people wouldn't even put like a certain color next to this color or whatever. Like I put everything because whatever I feel within that moment, right? Whatever colors I want to put within that moment, and if and it feels right within that space, that's where I put it. And then I work from that, from those layers. It just brings out that light within the dark. See, for me, like I say, like so many pieces are so personal to me, and the beautiful thing for me is that like while I'm working through whatever I'm working through, or just even trying to speak through, for me, I want to bring out that light through the dark. So that's the color aspect. That's the shapes. That's the shapes represent those puzzle pieces within our life. You know, pieces of our soul that sometimes like we're looking for answers, and sometimes they're like right in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Like we can just pick up that puzzle piece and place it right back there to fit that void that we're feeling. But then life goes on and we have time, and sometimes, like not sometimes, many times we can take those puzzle pieces and move them around. Like that's growth, that's change. We can't be scared of change and growth. Like that's why I put these shapes, and I continuously do it now because it represents that spiritual journey, along with some side of the halo, the color, and just whatever else that I envision the world and just myself to be like. No, I don't aspire to be like this, but this is what it is that I see and work through. The only thing you can do is honesty. I don't even think J. Cole said that, but I always like. Oh, never mind. I just read that. I thought you wrote something else. My bad, bro. I'm like staring at that. I'm gonna. I don't know, bro. All I know is I gotta go pick up new brushes, bro. I fucked up my brushes. I actually need a very, very thin brush. No. One thing I'm working on too is learning how to let go. But I've gotten to that point. That's why you got to document everything, and that's it, and you're off.
All right, man. I'm gonna sleep listening to the stream. Keep pending. Thank you, Perfect Ranger. I appreciate you, fam. I'm just working meticulously on this one. Um, Kind of really just having a little moment of just
slowness, you know? Like everything's already done with this. The thought is done. It's just going in with finishing details and that's it. And then it's on to the next phase. So I've been figuring out these phases, right? But once I sit down with 11 years of work from my beginning to now, that's when I'll come out with the phases that I feel make sense to um, explain what I mean by the phases of I don't know this life or this human experience in a more personal perspective, relating it to myself rather than relating it to others, but also I think it can possibly be related in other ways. But these are thoughts I like to sit on when I'm working on larger pieces like this. That's the most important thing for me is having a nice, you know what I'm saying, like the feeling I have in being able to display that, understand it, speak about it, and that's it. Just need some vibrancy and put some red. And we can do it all again because they call it legacy. Step. I need J. Cole to give me the clear to play his music on live without getting copyright strike. That would be so fire. I can do anything. The way that you talk, the way your nose. Huh. Yeah. Oh, will I survive the letdown? Will we 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 survive the? Shawty got that thing that you can't find no more. Fight for games and you don't need around no more. I want you. Step, step, step. It's gonna be interesting if I can actually bring you guys behind the scenes of making a piece from beginning to end, cause the way I work is very
I don't know, cause I don't know how other artists work. I know how I work, and I push out a lot of work when I'm in that zone. So I don't even know how I would do that. I might just have to let it roll live. Y'all gonna just there's gonna be a lot of silence, a lot of just pauses. It's not always like how I work on my paper drawings and sketches. Not how a lot of times it's not the same. At least if I'm working in a certain series or I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Should be should be interesting. Probably not even as difficult as it is, I guess. I don't know. Like this is the first live of me painting on a canvas. Um, I mean, and this one is just finishing off one. I might just call this the artist talk because I'm just yapping, and creating. Call it yapping yap, yap and creating yap. Call it the yappers. Let's run away. No, there's somebody. Nobody know. Yo, come on.
stop. And if you ever